This is Books Nelson with the MyTeam channel, and we're gonna do a deep dive into Shaq. And full disclosure, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this because I know the pink diamond is out there. That's the one everybody wants. But I'm doing this for two reasons. Number one, well, I don't have the pink diamond, and I wasn't gonna spend the MT on it because he doesn't fit my lineup. And he's just a little bit on the pricey side for me to do it just for the channel. But testing this guy out, I mean, his animations I assume are totally the same. So I can look and show you guys which animations are glitchy. And quite frankly, at about 1500 MT, I think this card's going for. Maybe at the time he's watching this video, he'll be more or even less expensive. This card's super cheap. And again, with these Amethysts flying out of packs, people are looking for LeBron. They're just throwing this card up there. So if you don't have Pink Diamond Shaq, should you get this card? Again, if for your main lineup, I don't think you should put Pink Diamond Shaq in your main lineup, personally. But for your secondary lineup, or for your fun lineup, or for triple threat online, should you be playing this card? That's what we're going to look at today. And so the number one thing I'm going to look at first, like we don't really care about Shaq's jump shot. I'll look at it anyway. You see he doesn't have any hot zones. But this guy has phenomenal dribbles for a big man. Just phenomenal. So I'm just going to do some combos down court just to put on a quick little, dribbling showcase, and you guys can just see what I'm talking about. So even at the Amethyst level, he has really, really outstanding dribbles for a big guy. So just a quick MyTeam note. I actually don't mind that on a Shaq card. I just wish that they would have made him Orlando Magic skinny Shaq and not given it to LA Lakers giant Shaq, because he did a lot less of that in LA. The early years a little bit, but it was really on the Orlando Magic where you saw him, running down court doing craziness. But do you see that? All right, so we're going to break down these dribbles one by one, but I just wanted you guys to see just the general, glitchiness of them. And he starts his dunks from really far away. So I would say this card is still worth playing in triple threat online and in your lower overall squad. And I am going to do an Amethyst All-Star video, and to be honest with you, he might make my Amethyst All-Star squad either as the main center or as the backup center, because he is for sure very, very silly. All right, let's break down these dribbles one by one so we can see which ones are good and which ones are really good, because I don't think he has any bad dribbles going full court. So first, let's look at his crossover. So it's a little slow, but it moves him completely to the side. And you see that little speed up there? That's why it's glitchy, because he moves to the side, and then you see he starts speeding up again. That's what makes him dumb. So we're going to look at his behind the back, which was very good. So he has like the 2K18, 2K19 big man behind the back that he can just do all the way up court like an idiot. That's really strong. Look at his between the legs, which he can combo. You see how stupid this card is? Yo, I'm not even going to lie. I'm almost tempted to get the pink diamond Shaq just because I would have a lot of fun doing that. It's so silly. So I put in the title, is he still cheesy? Yeah, he's still cheesy. He's not as fast, but throw a shoe on there and he's still going to be an 80 speed. So I guess his main one is like an 85 or 86 speed. This one's an 80 speed for 90% less MT. All right. So here's the really silly one. Look at this hesitation cross with the left stick. This is Shaquille O'Neal, by the way. This isn't Antoine Walker or something. This is Shaquille O'Neal with a hezzy left stick cross that looks like that. Are you kidding me? This card dribbles outstandingly well for a big. Outstandingly well. You can, in the full court, you can do whatever you want. Look at that spin between the legs, crossover, start his dunk animation. So if you play this card properly, he should still be just an absolute, as my man Shaq would say, goon in the full court. Give me the ball, Carl. Just a goon in the full court. So he can combo his between the legs, his hesitation left stick crossover is outstanding. Let's look at the rest of his hesitation branches. We're going to look at the hesitation right stick crossover and the hesitation explosion. So first the explosion. Okay, it's not bad considering it's a center and he shouldn't be doing any of this. But it's what's up, Dr. Grape? You changed your name so I can say it. So this is hesitation right stick crossover. Not the best. It's not. Nah, I wouldn't say it's good. His hesitation left stick crossover is where the juice is, man. That dribble is insane and outstanding. All right, so that should do it for his full court dribbles. We looked at his spin. Does he have a half spin? Let's see his half spin. You said the G is silent? Yo, you're terrible. He's got a good half spin for a big man too. Oh my God. And he starts his dunks from so far out. So obviously he's not as good as the Pink Diamond Shaq. He's not supposed to be. But I still think that this is a significant Shaq card in the game. I do think that this is a playable Shaq card in a low overall squad or in triple threat online. All right. So now the other thing we wanted to look at with Shaq was, I guess let's look at his under the basket dunk situation. I've played against this card, and I know he does not dunk. Well, I played against a Pink Diamond, and he doesn't like to dunk under the basket. Like, unfortunately, you would think that he would just be a monster doing that kind of, but he just doesn't dunk. He just doesn't dunk. He just doesn't do the two-handed dunk. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a center player in Park and Pro-Am, so maybe there's something I could be doing to trigger those dunks better. But I will tell you that cards like Kareem and Dwight Howard, I feel like they dunk a little bit more under the basket than Shaq does. So the other thing we're going to look at, so really, it's really the drop step dunk, which was heavily nerfed this year. That's what you're looking at. How far out can he do that from? That's actually a pretty nice little. I'm doing this from the post, so he doesn't move forward and leap to the. There we go. So that's a nice one. So back to the baseline. Hop step towards the basket. That's a nice dunk animation for him. That's a really nice dunk animation for him. Man, y'all gonna make me get this Pink Diamond Shaq card so I can get down and dirty with him. So let's look at his post launches. Solid. It's probably much faster on his Pink Diamond. That's honestly, that's probably the biggest difference between the two cards. Is the Pink Diamond is just a little glitchier with the post launches and a little faster in the full court. But outside of that, I mean, neither of the cards can shoot. Just for the sake of thoroughness, we're going to look at his shot form. I don't even think he has quick draw, right? But you know what? That's not a bad shooting form. That's not a bad shooting form at all, to be honest with you. It looks like Shaq, too. Yeah, he actually has a good shooting form in the mid-range. If you have Dimer, you can take the shot. You can take the shot with Shaq. And he doesn't even have the hot zone. Yeah. Yeah, you can take that midi with him. And for me, as long as a card has a decent midi, they're not a complete liability. That's the main thing. Is he a complete liability in the mid-range? So he doesn't like it too far in the mid-range, but from 17 feet, and there's a lot of freelances and plays where the center winds up in this area, and you can also run your pick and rolls to put your center in this area if you use the icon passing, the icon control. And the fact that he can hit that is better than him not being able to hit it. Obviously, it's not the shot you want to take most of the time, but it's nice that he has it. Wow, he even has a good left stick hesitation. Oh my God, this Shaq is so cheesy. For an Amethyst, this is really cheesy, man. Look at this. You can still play that point Shaq style with this Amethyst card. He's not a bad card. I don't think this Amethyst is a bad card. I almost want to try to Pink Diamond so I can really directly compare. But I don't think I've played with any center that's this glitchy. Just for instance, I have who do I have here? I mean, not counting Anthony Davis, obviously, who's also really a power forward. But do I have? I don't have. Tell you what, before we end this video, I'm going to grab a couple of centers because I want to compare his dribble directly to Kareem and Marc Gasol, who are the centers that I play mostly. Again, besides obviously Anthony Davis, who I think is, if he's not the best center in the game, he's definitely in the conversation. I couldn't love that card anymore. I'm about to put a pair of fair guys on him because he's just so good. I could see playing that card for the rest of the year, even if there's an Opal version with like slightly better badges. He's so good. He's so good. All right, let me go to my lineup real quick. All right, so I did have Lopez in there. Let me get Gasol and Kareem. Lopez is super slow, so there's no sense in looking at him. But Gasol gets a little faster at a 70 speed, and Kareem is already fast at over 70. He's going to go into the 80s with Shaq. So I want to compare directly with their dribbles to see if he just feels a lot better, or maybe I just haven't done these dribbles with those guys in a while. But Shaq feels like he just has next level glitchiness with his dribbles. All right, so let's look at Kareem first. Yeah, see, Kareem is not as glitchy as Shaq with the dribble. Like, you can just see that Shaq just, like, explodes out of those dribbles faster. Almost like he has quick first step or something. See, Kareem doesn't have the same level of, you know, he looks like a center when he moves. Shaq doesn't look like a center. I'm going to do all of that same stuff with Shaq. And he just looks different when he does it. The same stuff with the hezzy. Much faster out of the hezzy. See that? Look at that. He's got guard hezzies. Much quicker. Faster spins. Like Shaq is. The only thing I'll say about this Shaq is he looks kind of small. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm bugging. But he doesn't look quite as big. I'm going to trade him out for Kareem real quick. And see them side by side. So Shaq is only supposed to be 1 inch shorter than Kareem. So you can see the player model right here. And you look at Kareem, he looks like he looked like 3 inches taller than Shaq. He looks so much taller than Shaquille O'Neal does. So yeah, Shaquille doesn't look like he doesn't have a very big player model for all of that foolishness he's doing. I don't think he's a legit 7'1". But same thing, we're gonna look at Marc Gasol's handles by like side by side comparison. And you see like that the way he stops there, he doesn't explode to the basket at all off of the hezzy. So Shaq is still, even compared to, both of these centers are at the diamond level right now. Obviously, they both go to pink diamond. Even the Amethyst Shaq is a far superior ball handler to most of the meta centers that are bigger centers. Obviously, I'm not including guys like Anthony Davis who are a little on the undersized side. But in terms of people over 7 feet, the final verdict on the Amethyst Shaq is he is still a bit on the cheesy side. I don't know if you would want to waste a speed shoe or a speed with ball shoe on him. But I think he's still pretty incredible. He's still pretty incredible. So Dr. Grape, the G is not silent, Dr. Grape. He says PD Shaq has a +6 speed with the ball, but the same ball handling stat. Same badges as PD Shaq, but 10 of the Hall of Fame badges are gold on the AMI card, so he's not that different. So yeah, so guys, here's a PSA. If you don't have that pink diamond Shaq, if you want a budget version of the Shaq where you're getting 95% of the same stuff, this is the move. I think this Shaq is a good card. The pink diamond's a better card, but is he a much better card? I wouldn't say he's much better. He's a bit better. He's probably a bit better of a shooter, and those gold badges are Hall of Fame. But they have the same ball handle rating, which is the key, and they have the same ball handling animations. So essentially, he's just that same card, just a little bit slower. The one thing that I would say, this is a positive for this card, but a negative in the comparison. He has a 75 lateral quickness and an 81 speed with the. That's crazy. This card has an 81 speed. Ugh. This is such a good budget center. He's one of the best budget centers in the game. So he has a 75 lateral quickness, which is good for a center. It's very good for a center, especially if we go to his defensive badges, which are so many of them Hall of Fame. He has gold clamps. So this is definitely a good card. He should be worse than the pink diamond Shaq. Is he 99K MT worse than the pink diamond Shaq? Absolutely not. There's probably a 20K difference MT between these two cards, maybe 30 tops. This card is a very, very good card at what he does. That other Shaq is not a shooter. This Shaq's not a shooter. They're both going to be cheesy at grabbing the ball and running down court and all that other stuff. What is his rebound chaser at? And his rebound chaser is gold with a look at his rebound rating. I know we're getting into the weeds here, guys, but I'm actually kind of fascinated that this card is so good, to be totally honest with you. What are his rebound ratings? And his rebound is a 98 and a 92. This is probably as close as I've seen and Amethyst get to its pink diamond version. This is like if you look at Amethyst Kobe versus Diamond Kobe, they are night and day. Diamond Kobe's way like Amethyst Kobe's still good, but the Diamond Kobe is no question. There's no way you like that you spend that 100 KMT in a heartbeat at the time, right? But this Shaq, just on the basis of saving your MT for something else, I don't know if it's worth the upgrade. Like if you were saying, what's the best use of my resources? This is not a significant enough upgrade between the Amethyst and the pink diamond to completely dismiss this card if you want to play that style, if you want to play with Shaq. You see his block is still a 92. You know, the lateral quickness is there. This card is going to do most of the same stuff that other Shaq card is going to do. All right, I hope this served you well. This deep dive into Amethyst, Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's still a pretty cheesy card, and he's going to be super great on your budget and low overall lineups, and probably still really good in triple threat for what he does. You can still rebound, do a bunch of glitchy dribbles that I showed you in this video down court, dunk on people, and have a whole lot of fun. That wraps it up for this one. Once again, thanks for your support. I'll see you in the next time you see me will probably be a pack opening. All right? Peace, guys. Thanks again.